Hi there. This is just a short video commentary on using lists of vocabulary for IELTS essays. I'm going to be saying or commenting on some of the positive points and some of the negative points. Let's start with the negatives. First of all, it's not a magic bullet. It's not going to increase your IELTS score overnight necessarily. What I'm talking about here is looking at lists of words, lists of phrases which you borrow from somewhere else and import or take into your essay. The danger is for you if the words you borrow do not match the language of the rest of your essay, you're not going to fool the examiner, or you're probably not going to fool the examiner. They're going to realise it's not your real language. That's point number one. Point number two, on the negative side, is these words, or better said, these phrases, groups of words, have grammar of their own. By all means, look at these words and phrases, but you also need to do something else. You need to, what I say, adopt and adapt. What I mean there is you need to learn how to use them, how to fit them into the body of your essay. If you use the phrase or a phrase from a list and you get the rest of the sentence wrong, it hasn't really done you much good. However, personally I do believe in using this sort of language. I think there are a variety of benefits, and let me explain why. Number one is, if you analyse an IELTS essay, this is slightly oversimple, but it's broadly true. There are two types of vocabulary you need. There's the topic vocabulary, so in your natural disaster essay that's going to include words like earthquake, tsunami, etc. And then there's the, what I call structure vocabulary, and that's vocabulary which you can use in almost any IELTS essay, disregarding the topic. In any IELTS essay, you are going to be needing the words or the language for opinions, personal and impersonal, the language for giving examples, etc. And I think it's a point many candidates actually miss out on. They concentrate on learning big, long words, and they forget the short, simple, structural language, which in a sense is actually more useful, because you can use it in any essay, disregarding the topic, as I say. That's point number one. Point number two is this. If you look through the list of my words anyway, or phrases, you're going to find it's actually quite simple language. You aren't going to find many long words there at all. And this is intentional. Typically nowadays, if you look at academic written English, I'm not talking about exam English here, I mean real academic English, it's written in quite plain language. There is something called plain English. And again, there's a danger for some people that they choose the long word simply for the sake of the long word. Example here, the word abnegate. No one can abnegate that. Not sure about that. Actually, what we use is no one can deny that. Deny, you might say, oh no, too easy, simple word. Actually, the simple word is very often the correct word. So that's point number two. Simple language can actually help your essay. The next point is this. If you're interested in improving your general English, actually borrowing language is a very good way of doing it. And I'm not saying, when I say borrow language, I don't mean borrow words, I mean groups of words, collocations, phrases, words which go together, because this is, broadly speaking again, the way we use the language. Not individual words, but words which go together. And it is actually a very efficient way, done properly, to improve your language.